Welcome, folks, to another IPC video right here on the World Wide Web. We're blasting from all the platforms and just always share with you, and I look forward every week to making these videos and bringing you my archives, taking you on my fantastical journey. And this is just a continuation of basically this huge watercolor. I'm starting to work on a new one, and this one's during the pandemic. And usually love drawing animals, you know, out in the world. And you know, the pandemic put us kind of in this confining space, so I looked out on the web and saw all kinds of great animals and tons of people that I met, and most of all, just giving me a whole platform to do my love for watercolor. And I think watercolor is a very healthy thing to do. Relaxes you and puts you more in perspective, and brings the color of the world and the water together. So I'd like to explore a quote today by the incredible Joseph Campbell. Joseph Campbell's a worldwide mythologist. If those of you who don't know who he is, he's inspired some of the greatest artists, including me, to do what I do and explore deeper and bring out parts of my heritage and mix it with my California culture and everything I seem to do in the arts that has totally saved my life. And Joseph Campbell says the big question is whether you're going to be able to say a hearty yes to your adventure. And a lot of that, I think, comes from you know, choosing love and the path and surrounding yourself with people who really connect with you and want to know you deeper and want to pull that out of you, so it takes on a new meaning of your adventure and where you could expand everything. So definitely, you know, that is one of the major questions you can ask yourself, especially when it comes to art. This is great to show these right here, because these are a lot of the custom stickers I make, and a lot of these ones I'm showing right now are the Metazen collection, and that's Metazen. And that really goes back to the big question. If you're going to say a hearty yes to your adventure, which is, you know, especially when you drive it like me, and the arts has saved my life, you know, I just start creating something, just a doodle, and it could take you on a whole adventure. I know my poetry did all that. My poetry got to the point where, you know, I was just sharing it with all kinds of people, and then took it to a whole nother level of sharing it, and then it went on this adventure. And I could probably say I've done and got paid for it, poetry in pretty much all 50 states of the United States, including Alaska and Hawaii. So definitely ask yourself that big question each day and say a hearty yes to your adventure, and it'll take you places that you deeply imagined, and a lot of the way a lot of us are raised, it's just made it so it's not possible. And this is one of my paintings from the pandemic, and it was starting to document a lot of the musicians that inspired me. And this is Jimmy Leith, an incredible saxophone player, one of the greatest ever, and we lost him to COVID, so I thought I'd do a tribute and really bring in the pinks and the blues and the purps and the purples, because that's the way he left so much joy in my life by blowing his incredible air and spirit into that saxophone. And definitely someone like Jimmy, he definitely questioned, you know, and he said a hearty yes, you know, because taking on life as a jazz musician, or someone who will follow just, you know, what you express and what you take from, you know, the hearty parts of your heart, and you put it out in the world, and you take a risk, you know, because a lot of times, you know, we have broken bones from childhood, and in that childhood we don't really have the confidence or the forward frontness to, you know, become and love at the level that we all know how in the deepest part. So, you know, definitely the question is, you know, say a hearty yes to a lot of things, and even if you feel some resistance inside, and it might be a leap to do it, you know, if it really comes from that center and that volcanic power we all have inside of us from the Mother Earth, you know, definitely you're going to go on an adventure, and it's going to be very fulfilling and take you to places that, like I said, I think we deeply imagine since we were conceptualized and brought into this wild world. And goes back to some of my other heroes, which is Shel Silverstein, and I live by his poetic philosophy where the sidewalk ends. That can mean many different things to a lot of different people, and I love those statements because to me that's like a story stone or a touchstone. It's something that I can keep touching, and it keeps breathing more meaning and more depth the more I say yes, a hearty yes to my adventure. And it opens it up and takes it to a level where you get those little bursts of confidence, and it really keeps you going. So just like being a painter or a poet or a musician, it's all about just making a lot of sound and a lot of bold color and a lot of statements that are original, and just walking free and putting them forward and saying a hearty yes to it all and following it. So thank you for watching the video today, and check out Popology and all these incredible platforms that we're posting on, and the Funky Eye Puppets. Look for them on Instagram. All the links are down below because we're starting to create some incredible pieces of art. So definitely come out to IPC stream, twitch.tv, and pass this around and share it with everyone. And I'll see all folks soon. IPC stream. Peace.